I'd like to thank the UAFS Foundation office for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you tonight. I am honored. I'd also like to thank the donors of the Sally McSpadden Boreham Scholarship, as well as the Charles Nadine Baum Scholarship, whose funding provided me with hope and the ability to grasp many opportunities. Until age 38, I had never stepped foot on a college campus. That day in 2008 at UAFS was frightening. My first and seemingly impossible goal was to locate a parking space, which I did eventually find. In all seriousness, though, I was scared. I grew up in a home where college was never spoken of. It was never even a consideration. As a matter of fact, I didn't graduate high school. I obtained my GED in 1990, and I didn't have any further educational aspirations or goals. Until tonight, only a handful of people knew this about me. While working at Pryor, Robertson, and Berry as a paralegal, several attorneys shockingly said I should go get my Juris Doctorate. I finally had to explain that I didn't even have a bachelor's degree. After several years and pressure from the attorneys, I finally found the courage to go and apply at UAFS. At the end of 2011, my boss, Greg Smith, of 12 years, was unable to continue working due to his health. And so he left the practice and I left the firm too. But we had hopes that he would be returning within a year and a half. So I needed to get my education as quickly as I could within that year and a half so I too could return to work with him. Sadly, though, we lost Greg in March of 2012. But his legacy lives on in the trails and bikeways that we see here today. But in that year and a half, I had to double my hours. More hours meant more tuition and more books, and I needed help. It was then that I was granted the scholarships through the UAFS Foundation. For me, though, it wasn't about the money, or wasn't just about the money. It also meant hope, and it meant opportunity, and I wasn't going to take that for granted. It was at that same time that both my children graduated high school. So I had more time to devote to academics and even take advantage of some of the campus activities. UAFS offered so many wonderful opportunities, both academically and through registered student organizations. I joined Sigma Tau Delta, Pinnacle Honor Society, a half dozen other organizations, and I spent my last semester as co-editor of the student-run e-newspaper, The Lions Chronicle. I was a very busy woman, very busy. I graduated May of 2013, summa cum laude, and with the highest academic achievement offered at UAFS, the Academic Excellence Award, which I was extremely honored to receive. The opportunities at UAFS gave me the confidence to be a leader in my community, as well as it raised my awareness of social responsibility. I became a member and ultimately an officer and director of Beautify Fort Smith, and I have continued this connection that first began for me as a student. Additionally, the opportunities at UAFS exposed my creativity to others around the world. A personal essay I wrote in the class won second place in PLAS magazine. That same essay, earlier this year, I was asked to read on National Public Radio, a program called Tales from the South. It aired worldwide and was heard by more than 130 million listeners. After graduation, I asked one of my professors and one of my mentors, Dr. Kimberly Robinson Downing, what she hoped for her students upon graduation. Her response was, I hope my students feel empowered to seek their futures, not just wait for it to happen to them. Students, as an alum, I want you to know that you have been given a great opportunity. Do not take your scholarship for granted. And before you leave here tonight, shake the hands of your donors. And if your donor's not here, shake the hand of any donor and every donor you can. Tell them how this scholarship has given you hope and how it's empowered you. And donors, I can't thank you enough. In January, I'll begin my next journey at Tulsa University where I will obtain my Master's of Jurisprudence in Energy Law, because you have empowered me. Thank you.